Hi, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live number 9 with my guest star, Sarah, of Sarah's Little Corner of the Crochet World.
Thank you.
And Connie is here. Hi, Connie. Says 4 people are here. Let me know who's here. And if you're watching on replay, feel free to answer any of the questions we ask in the comment section.
Doing well, Connie. Just relax.
I'm doing pretty good. Did a little work in the yard earlier, along with knitting 2 rows on my socks. Well, sock, not 2, just 1. Finished my little mosaic bag that we are doing the crochet along in my Facebook group and Life in Stitches Facebook group. It started on the 21st and it goes through August 18th. You submit your WIP and finished object, and then you might have a chance to win a little prize. Connie's been working on her temperature blanket rows today and then worked on sewing some appliques on her ocean blanket. Hi, Shara. Welcome in.
Shara.
How are you today, Connie and Shara? I know Connie was having some pretty bad storms over there. I don't know. She came to me earlier. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to have power back on or not to moderate or not. So I went around trying to ask 2 other people to see if they could. They never got back to me, but it's okay.
Next time, let me know.
Okay.
I'm sure I can have somebody do.
Shara's doing good. Just finished feeding her kids and got a moment for herself. That's awesome.
Relax time.
Connie says it has been a lazy Friday. Been raining off and on. Weather was bad for a while there. So I guess it got a little better. Hi, Angela. Welcome in. She's drinking water and then, I think, rewinding yarn.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Doing well.
Oh, the weather did calm down there. That's good.
Nice. Okay, so just to confirm, John Wright is Angela?
Yeah. I think it's her husband's account. That's why she puts Angela Wright, so they know that she's the one using it.
That would make sense. Well, hello, Angela. I'm hoping in the long run, I'll get this done today.
How long have you been working on it?
I put it down for over a week. So I really only worked on it for 4 hours, 5 hours-ish. They don't take long.
If I work on a shawl, it usually takes me anywhere 4 to 5 days if it's an easy pattern. If it's a real complicated pattern with thin yarn, it might take me like 2 weeks. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in.
Hey, Jennifer.
When I set my chat to all chat, I only see myself, but when I set to top chat, I can finally see other people. So sorry if I didn't respond to any before. It's okay. Shara. I know sometimes the chats can be a little tricky.
Thank you, Connie. Oh, come on. There we go.
So what is everybody working on? I finally am starting. I had to rip out my sock, but I've gotten 2 rows done. I got the new pair of knitting needles in today, and I think it was a 2.5, which is a US 1.5, which that confuses me anymore. I go by the 2.0, 2.5, 3 millimeter size. So
Yeah, I like the 1.5 millimeter. It's nice. But yes, we all know.
Stitches are way small. I'm doing the ribs right now where it's knit to, purl to, but once I actually get to the point where it's all just knitting all the way around, that's when it cinches up and it's a lot smaller.
Oh boy. Yeah, I haven't touched that ever yet. I couldn't learn it when I was younger. And I'm not going to try while I'm older.
I actually started, I think, knitting at the end of 2020. So I haven't even been knitting a year.
Close to.
Shara says, I finished 36 hat for the bought along, working on a shawl and a lace weight now, and mad because it's going slow. Oh my goodness. Yes, thin weight does go very slow.
Yes, it does.
Connie says, I figured out what I will make with the yarn I won from Tracy Nicole. I found a shawl pattern. I sent you the link for it in Messenger, Crystal. Okay, I'll look. Feels like you are grabbing at nothing when you make the socks. Yes, it does. It just, yeah, it's like so small.
Well, I work with I have a lot of thread and I'm working on it, but it's one day at a time, really. It's just like, which project do I work on now?
Hi, Tracy, Nicole, and Alice. Welcome in. Oh, Tracy can't stay, but she just popped in to give a thumbs up and say hello to us. Well,
Hello.
Thank you for coming in. And Shara says, but it's pretty yarn. I just never worked with it before. Yeah, thin yarn makes I hold my yarn when I'm crocheting. Well, yeah, kind of like that. And so it just slides right through. And thin yarn, yeah, I have to literally like wrap it around my pinky to make more tension because it makes this hand cramp so bad. That's why I don't like thin yarn.
Well, I get to sew this entire thing together. We'll see how that goes.
Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. She's going to be lurking and crocheting. That is fine.
Hey, Cindy. Hello, Winnipeg.
You? I'm doing good. Sorry you're not feeling good, Tracy. I hope you feel better.
Oh, yeah, I do hope you feel better.
There's Miss Cynthia. Cynthia's Crocheting More May. Welcome in. How are you tonight, Miss Cynthia? She stopped in to say hello, maybe hang for a few, but not promising. Then yarn 2 hurts my hands, but it takes forever. Yeah. Shara says, I wish the thicker yarn had this amount of yardage and long, slow color changes, but that probably is asking too much.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can see that. But I agree, the big chunky stuff has less yardage.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta buy more.
They do that on purpose, so you have to spend more on big projects.
I wait until clearance, and then I'm smart and go. Or at least I hope so, but if not, I try and have, go as much as it's on sale. Minding the Japanese store, it's never on sale there.
Cynthia is suffering from an inner ear infection, and I think she said she had gotten antibiotics today. So hopefully you'll start feeling better, Cynthia.
Absolutely. Those things are no fun. Rest up and take care for sure.
Mm-hmm. Shara says, I like Pound of Love, but they bear only in solid colors.
I think that means like they barely have solid colors.
Or they're only in solid colors.
That too.
They only make solid. Maybe.
Well, I mean, that's just why you buy another brand, because then you get variety. The spice of life.
Yep. Cynthia says yes for sure. And yes, they did put her on some antibiotics.
Only
and
in solid.
Only in solid. Okay.
Ouch.
You want to go ahead and ask the first question?
Oh, I gotta uncover the yarn. Hold on. Okay. Have to stare at the yarn, make sure it stays so it doesn't roll off. It doesn't deserve to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question was, do you have any patterns started? Or maybe just any hints about that?
You mean from like me designing one or?
Absolutely.
Not at the moment.
Close to pen and paper?
I've been wanting to create another one, yes, but I haven't yet.
I can't wait.
There is one I still need to write down, and that was my pocket shawl. But I'm thinking about maybe redoing that completely. Because where you sew on the pocket, it is too complete. It's a lot of open work, double crochet and chaining one, a lot of those rows. So it kind of doesn't give you something to sew the pocket to. So I was thinking about rewriting that portion where the pocket would go and then go from there.
Okay, I can see what you mean. Create more of like a solid background.
Yeah, for the pocket to be able to get sewn to. And then after where the pocket would go, do the design, the open work design, I guess, like from the arm up to the other elbow area, I guess.
Ooh. Love
I
it.
haven't figured out which yarn I want to use for that one yet. But I had things going on right now. It was not even funny. I had testing out one thing to figure out the yardage. I had my sock going, which that needle that I had, the circular needles that I had this past weekend, I had to send back. And so I had to frog that project. I just got through with another project, and I had to make 3 custom hooks for winners, and then all the other stuff we have going around the house. So it felt like I was getting like completely weighed down, and I'm like, oh my God, I got too much on my plate. But I'm finally getting some of it kind of taken care of, so I don't feel so overwhelmed anymore.
That's great. You're moving forward. You're getting things off the list and you're crossing them off and going, haha, let's go. Told you I'm a little bit crazy, but hey, I love to have fun.
Yeah, that is just fine. All right. Let's see. Now, this first question is kind of like a would you rather, and I thought it would be kind of fun. How do I make hooks? I make the polymer clay crochet hooks, or the handles, not the actual hook, but a round crochet hook.
So something like this.
Yeah, something like that. But all mine have like, I don't even know if I have one with me right here. Like where you would grab, it has the indentation for you to grab. And normally I'm a knife grip. I grip it like this. So I impression it this way, and then also I impression it for the people that hold it like this. So I try to do it both, so no matter how they hold it, it would fit both the way they grip. Because it's funny, my mom and my grandma both do the pencil hold when they crochet. I'm the oddball. I do the knife grip.
You know what? I didn't even know there was a difference.
I crochet way slower when I have to hold it like this. I mean, it slows me down so much.
I agree. With thread, it helps out though. So with thread, I can do it like this, no problem. But with anything bigger, it's totally, definitely like this. But my grandma always just said, hold it how it's comfortable. I'm like, okay.
You know, I might have one over here, Alice, that I can show you. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Okay, do you see right here? There's like a little indentation. I have the thumb grip and finger grip. It's kind of like an ergonomic. So it kind of makes it, you know, rest a little. You can kind of see the indentions on these. And so it kind of makes it easier to grip. And I made these like as a set. It's got these little round things on there. All the ones that are my hook set have those little, they're all different colors, but they have the same little flowers on them. I call them flowers. They could be a wheel. I have no idea. I just saw it on YouTube one day. I'm like, well, that's neat. I got to learn how to do that.
Yeah, gotta try that.
Yep. You take one color in the middle, and then you put different colors all the way around it, and then you cover it with another color, and then you slice them like you would a cucumber, I guess, or carrots, or like this. And then you would just stick them on the crochet hook.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Connie and Alice. Okay, awesome. Anyway, back to the question. I digressed, but this is a would you rather. So, would you rather drive 2 hours to a deserted beach to swim with just your family, or drive 10 minutes to a crowded public pool to swim with strangers?
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth, the 2 hours, because for one, if it's family day and it's quiet time, we're going to spend it all together. We're going to do things together. So yeah, I'll take that option.
I don't like being around a big crowd of people I don't know, like in town here. Like if I had to go up on stage and talk in front of people that I didn't even know. That's kind of like what I'm doing here now, but I know most everybody coming in. So it doesn't make me as nervous. But if it's people I have no clue they are, I don't like being around them. It makes me too nervous. Hi, Wriggles. Welcome in.
I can definitely understand where you're coming from there. I usually get up on stage, my leg will be shaking like this, and I will try to hide it as much as possible, but I will do it.
So I guess my choice would be drive the 2 hours also. Connie says, I would rather go where it's deserted. I don't like crowds, and I get self-conscious around others in a bathing suit.
I used to, Connie. And then I just said, who cares? Especially since I got my man. That's really all that matters.
Yeah. Aw, and Shara says, I have 5 kids. That's enough of a crowd. The 2-hour drive is well worth it.
Yeah. Especially if you have the entire beach to yourself. Like, imagine how many different sandcastles you could actually make by yourself.
Yep.
Or, you know, like my husband, he likes to dig holes. I don't know if he's part wolf. I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually.
Hey, Maribel. Welcome in.
Hey, Maribel.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now. I mean, that quick. Today has been a long day for me.
The white rabbit came in and took your thought and ran out.
Yep.
Look at his.
Oh, I remember now. I do not like sand on my toes. Like in between my toes. That's one reason why I don't like going to the beach. I don't like the sand, how it feels on my feet.
Okay. But the pro of having sand in between your feet and on your feet is that it cleans your feet. And it takes
that
that.
is true.
It does some really good stuff for your feet. We usually end up walking in water with a bit of rocks. By the end of the stretch, I've got completely bare feet. I'm like, yes, we're good to go.
Shara says 0 sandcastles. My 2-year-old would just keep stomping them.
More fun for them. Just, build a couple, do a couple of those rounds with the, oh my lord, buckets. And just let them stomp it. At least you could build 500 of them. You'd have the entire beach, like I said.
Yeah. Better half doesn't swim, but if you get his and my kids together, plus bonus kids and all the green kids, we would have a crowd without anyone else. That'd be cool. Cynthia says
awesome.
sand is like thing that scrub you wash with. Yeah, the exfoliating scrub. Hi, Trisha. Welcome in. How are you doing, Miss Trisha? You want to go ahead and ask another question?
All righty. Okay. So since you've been crocheting and knitting, either one, out of everything, something that is not your own pattern, what is your favorite pattern you've actually worked up?
Goodness. It was a poncho that Bago Day had made. Not houndstooth. It starts with an H, I think. Herringbone, double crochet, and I don't remember the name of it, but that was my favorite poncho to work up. And let's see. There's been one other one, and I can't think of it. Oh, the dragon, my amigurumi dragon. I've made 2 of those. It's not my pattern. I'm just saying, I'm referring to the ones that I made, my dragons. I had so much fun. It took me like 4 days to make them, but it is so awesome when you're done. And it's like, I love that one. It just takes so long to do.
But it's an accomplishment when you're done, you know, and you have something that you can show off. You have something you enjoy.
Mm-hmm. And I think that one was made by Hooked by Katie, and it's Kati, and the dragon is called Vincent the Dragon. And I did find it's a free pattern on her blog. So, and she also has a Facebook group too.
Ooh, the more you know.
Trisha says a boomerang shawl. Huh. Cynthia's is Bod's lacy mint poncho. Connie's a knitted shawl pattern with hearts on it. It is a Marley bird pattern. Welcome in, Angela. And Amy. I saw you come in, Amy. Welcome in. Did I make the cat? Yes. Oh. This is from my pattern. His name is Pinksky, because somebody had already taken the name Pinky the cat. So when I was looking for a name for a cat pattern, that one was already taken. But his name is Pinksky. I don't know if y'all can hear that little bell, but he's very easy to make. And I just think he's so adorable.
He is adorable.
He's got little whiskers.
Aw.
So what is your favorite pattern to make?
Out of everything, I have to say the fire shawl. It's not the pattern I've made the most of, but it's one that I find that tends to relax me. It's just something that's, you know, it's just repetitive, but it's soothing at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean,
kind of like the granny squares. They're just so repetitive. You don't even have to think about doing the granny square. You just make it. Yep.
Like, I mean, this is what happens when virus shawls and I meet. So, I mean, how can you say no to that?
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's sparkly, too, so.
Everywhere. But, yeah, I think that's definitely my all-time.
Layla. No, I can't even pronounce that. Layla's beetle bugs and butterflies. I really like the bugs in there because you dress them up from egg to larva to caterpillar to pupa to chrysalis and metamorphosize them into bugs or butterflies. Huh.
Lolly Lalas.
Alice's was the cottage cardigan, and it's knitted. Bye, Wriggles. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your evening.
Can't wait to see you do it, Cynthia. They're awesome. Like, it's so awesome I ended up making it into a motif. All right. So my turn again, eh? Or was it your turn?
You can go ahead. I forgot whose turn it is. Go ahead.
Well, I think I just asked which pattern was your favorite that you've worked up.
Oh, yeah. So it is my turn. Welcome in, Melissa.
And that's why I brought a pen, so I can star each time I do a question.
Yeah, I got mine too. All right, so the next question is, what is your all-time favorite movie and TV show?
Movie. Okay, I'm gonna have to go old school on here. Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. I watched it so many times on VHS. My grandma just eventually gave me the VHS.
Oh. What was the question? What is your all-time favorite movie and TV show?
And TV show, I have to say Once Upon a Time.
Who is in that?
Some blonde.
It sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen it or not. It's kind of like they do like fairy tales or something. Okay.
Yeah, where
I think
it's like a little town and time stopped until this little boy gets his real mom back and she's gonna change everything and then everybody starts remembering who they are, who they really are. It's crazy. It's fun. But that would definitely be it.
I don't think I ever actually fully watched a full season. I watched maybe 3 episodes. So that's why it probably sounded familiar. I have 2, like, and it all depends. If you're asking like classic type movies, there's 2, which Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder and Willow with Val Kilmer. And, can't think of that little guy's name. I can't think of it.
Where's the spouse when you need him? Because he's the one who knows all the names.
Yeah. I could see his face. I just can't. It's like when you're trying to think of something on the spot, you cannot remember anything.
No, but he did play R2-D2 in Star Wars.
Anyway, and my favorite TV show is The Magicians, which they canceled after 5th season. That one, along with Doctor Who.
Ooh,
So
Dr. Who's, yeah.
I'm a big Whovian.
We got some
I
great ones
just,
in chat.
huh?
We have some great ones in chat, like Dirty Dancing, Pretty Woman,
Yep.
Grease,
And Grey's
Grey's
Anatomy.
Anatomy.
Hers is Labyrinth. Alice's is Labyrinth. Maribella's is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice just rocks. Wedding Singer,
Mr.
Game of Thrones.
Gold.
Oh man, there's so
I
many
haven't
good.
watched Game of Thrones.
You haven't?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know. But it comes on a channel we don't have, so.
It's like you're watching a movie, but it's a TV show.
Yeah. I mean, I know what it is, and I've heard a lot about it. We don't have the channel it comes on, so we don't get to watch it. And we don't really have streaming services. My mom now has Amazon Prime, but that's the only one we got. We don't have Netflix. We don't have Hulu and all that. So everything that...
I just put Prime on there. Rodney put Prime.
Yeah, we got that, but I don't know if it's on Prime. And Alice
Probably.
says, love Doctor Who number 13. So you like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor? I think she's okay. She's doing the best she can with who's writing the script. My favorite Doctor of all time so far has been, out of the reboot series, of course, not the old Doctor Who, has been number 11, which was Matt Smith. Then right after him was David Tennant, and then the 12th Doctor. Did not really care for the 9th Doctor too much, which was Christopher Eccleston, but you know, I'm just now getting into where all the old classic Who it's on Amazon Prime, so I'm getting to watch all the older stuff I've never even seen yet. So I've been loving it.
Jumping on it while you're crocheting, going, oh, okay, darn, messed up this row. Okay, pull it. What did I miss?
Yep, because I have the problem where I cannot sit and watch TV and then pay attention to my crochet. I'll be sitting here crocheting and that's what's going on the TV. Or I'll stop crocheting all the together and just be watching the TV. I can't do both. My grandmother can. She's that good. She could be sitting there looking at the TV and look down maybe every 30, 40 seconds.
Just to make sure she knows where she's at. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Well, I'm nowhere near that good, so don't worry. I'm on the same page as you.
Get you about another 25 years. We can do it.
She says, wait about another 25 years. We can do it. Bye, Cynthia. Thank you for coming in. Get some rest, and I hope you feel better soon.
Definitely. Another 25 years. I've been crocheting for 25 already.
Oh, wow. I started crocheting. Well, see, like, I think you taught me when I was 15 or 16, but it did not catch on. I did not know what the heck I was doing.
You didn't love it.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but I wanted to love it, but I could not catch on to what I was doing with the stitch. And now that I know, which I started crocheting back in the end of 2019, I think around August or September of 2019. And when I looked at my first project, I could not tell what the heck I was doing. It was like, this was supposed to be like a single crochet, but it looked like I slip stitched all the way down or something like that. I have no idea. I was like, oh, I'm going to save this. It looks like a bowl. I ended up going and cleaning my room one day, and I was like, I don't need that. I can crochet so much better now, so I just threw it out, even though it was my very first crochet project.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh well.
Wow. It happens, though. You know, we all have our
Yeah.
stories, though, right?
Yep. Alice says, I can only knit and watch TV.
You know, if I'm actually just making like my regular scrunchies and I don't have to pay attention, that is the one project I don't have to look.
Wow.
And it's been proven because I did in front of somebody else not even too long ago. And she's like, "Do-do-do-do," and she's like, "You done already?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've just been doing it while we've been talking." She's like, "You've been," I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's okay."
Oh, that is funny. But that's awesome that you're able to do that with that.
It's just near the end. I make sure to watch it just so like don't miss anything.
How are you tonight, Chris? What are you currently working on?
Hello, Chris.
Well, go ahead and ask your next question when you get a chance.
Scrunchies like this.
Oh, wow. It's real fuzzy.
Oh, yes. I actually gave a girlfriend bought one off of me. Her dog stole it,
Oh, no.
but they're so fun. So yeah, I can just sit here.
I guess they've been easier than making a loofah. I've made some of those, and it's kind of almost the same in a way. You just don't go around so many times, I guess.
Yeah, more than likely. All right. So this one I've kind of been wondering for a while, and I was like, oh, she asked me. Okay, it's time to ask all those questions I've been hiding. Okay, how do you stash your yarn since we don't see yarn?
Um, well, actually, I have a four, no, it's three by four squares, actually. I don't remember. I put it together so long ago, and I don't look at it. Yeah, I had ordered 20. I had ordered 20 of those cubes that you put together. That's what I store my yarn on. But before that, okay, I had a little bitty shelf that I was putting my yarn on. And I had a dresser that had three drawers on it, or actually four small drawers. And all of that was stuffed with yarn. My closet had yarn. And it was like a shoe rack with yarn around the sides where shoes actually go. And then there was yarn stuffed in little cubbies that was in the middle of all that. So, yeah, but not anymore. Not anymore. Most of my yarn that I have are on those metal shelves.
I wish I had those metal shelves. That's my one shelf right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got two tubs. But then I've got like 4 bags, and I think the bags are at least a foot and a half at least each, wide and
Wow.
length. They're huge. I fit over 20 skeins in one. And I got 3 of those bags, plus another. Plus I have like 3 boxes that are going out in words come to me, yarn swap.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got a, of course, some more hiding in here.
Well, my grandmother has yarn in her sewing room. She has yarn in her closet technically to her ceiling. And it's kind of a small closet. It's like a half closet. But everywhere you look is yarn shoved somewhere, trying to organize it in a small space. But she does keep it nicely organized. Cakes with the cakes, cotton with cotton, little balls with little balls, big skeins with the big skeins. I mean, she does what she can with a small closet.
I
But
can understand.
it is, I don't know. I was going to say she probably has about 100 ball skeins, hanks, whatever, shoved in a small closet, but arranged so nicely. Not 100, 1,000. I was going to say like 1,000 because it's a ton in there.
Every sale in the world.
Every sale in the world.
That's awesome.
And out of the world, she said. Chris says, I was going to hit the yarn store and pick up some yarn, but I think I'll do it tomorrow. Going to get some wool for a sweater and also maybe try my hands at a felting bag. Well, that sounds neat. And Connie stores her yarn in boxes or plastic containers.
All right. I think it is your question.
What is your go-to junk food?
You had to, didn't you? You had to entertain this question. And then make me want it, so I'll have to probably walk out and get it later. Go-to junk food would probably... Okay, this one is a physical toss-up between licorice and Ripple's spicy salt and vinegar chips. Because those ones are so good. Him and I'll fight for a bag. Sharing's not an option.
Oh.
Well, it's so bad that we don't eat any other chips but those.
I gotcha.
So those two for sure.
Mine, I guess, my go-to junk food are chips and then maybe like cereal, but you know, cereal sometimes can be healthy. But to me, that's like when you're eating like something like a Reese's cereal or something like Fruity Pebbles or Lucky Charms. That's like a junk food to me. But like if you're eating healthier, like Honey Nut Cheerios or something that has fiber or Special K, that's trying to eat healthier. Hi, welcome in, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel.
Or like tater tots. And my grandmother, when I first asked that question, she said, French fries.
Oh, yeah, French fries are good, but I mean, if I'm to fight over it, it's got to be the chips and the licorice.
Mama goes, you can have it. She don't want no licorice. I do like black licorice.
Red or black, I love both.
Yep.
It's very rare to have to fight somebody with black, though.
Trish's is Twinkies. Connie's is ice cream. Alice says Old Dutch sour cream and cheddar potato chips.
Ice cream, I can agree. I've got some Smarties ice cream in the freezer. right now.
Hmm.
The
We
husband went to
actually
the store.
do what?
The husband went to the store today and bought ice cream.
Aw. It was coconut cream pie, right? Yeah, coconut cream pie, bluebell ice cream is what we have right now. Yeah, it was so good. I put that chocolate magic shell on it, and oh my goodness, that was awesome.
You were done for.
Yep. Chris says just chocolate.
Okay, but is it like a light chocolate, a dark chocolate, like the medium milk chocolate? What kind of chocolate do you like?
Chocolate candy, chocolate ice cream,
Chocolate covered cocoa beans?
chocolate
Yum.
anything.
Or the chocolate covered coffee beans?
Oh,
Love the cat.
Shara says, I could snack on Wheaties all day. I'm lazy and boring.
Everybody's got their likes. Absolutely.
I like Chex Mix, the bold flavor. It's like has garlic and Worcestershire and something else in it. But I love
Nice.
garlic. So.
Chris says all things, all the things.
Okay. Anything chocolate.
Ooh.
Trisha says, that sounds good. I love coconut cream pies. It is pretty good. I think it's a new flavored ice cream. And it has bits of the crunchy like pie crust in it too. Although my vice if I go out and cave in would be a churro or Krispy Kreme. Okay. I don't know if we do. And I've never heard of that.
Not sure about it. I don't think I've seen that in the stores here. All right, I think it's on to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next question is, and this is just kind of like a hearsay. We'll see how it goes. If you were to take your dream vacation and you ended up staying an entire month, all costs covered, how much yarn are you taking?
Probably enough to make 3 or 4 projects. I would probably take we went on a trip. I had won a cruise, and it was like a free cruise, me and a guest. So I took my grandmother, and we both crochet, of course. So I took, I think, 6 or 7 skeins of yarn, big skeins, for a week, for 7 days, just so I would have enough in case I did crochet a lot, which actually, no, I did not crochet that much, but yeah, I took like 7 skeins of yarn with me just in case, because I didn't want to run out of yarn and not be able to do anything if I did crochet. So, hi, Life and Yarn Tangled. Alice says minimum 4 projects worth.
Yeah, I always tend to overtake the amount of yarn that I need to take and come back with skeins. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure this out. How much yarn do you really take? But for a month, might have complete nights off where you're just relaxing and your entire night's crocheting. And what if all of those skeins go and you have none left? Hope to Hope to the Lord you can find a store.
I started on something yesterday, testing out a project, trying to figure out how much yardage it needed. And I used one full skein of yarn to see how many rows it would take. And one skein of big twist yarn did 20 rows. And so I used one skein of yarn in less than 24 hours. So, and that's pretty good for me, even though I stopped, I don't know, every other hour just to let my hand rest. 380. Yeah, there's 380 yards in it.
Holy. All right, I hit the button again.
Trisha says, that is hard. I want to go to Australia and luggage is an issue. From watching content creators there, yarn is pricey. Well, I guess too, I don't know what Australian money is compared to US dollars, but maybe the exchange rate's better. You'd have more to spend.
Yeah, I can understand Trisha wanting to take multiple suitcases and just fill it up, but then you have to pay, like, with certain, like, if it came into Canada, you might have to pay certain taxes and stuff. Like,
Yep. All right, so my next question. What online yarn place is your favorite to buy from?
Okay, well, to tell you the truth, I've only bought from 2 places ever. And I have to say Hirschner's. It was here, it was quick, it was on time. Everything was in there, all good condition. It was awesome to open. And I actually still have some of it right here. Because it's just that awesome. I like to show it off. It's cotton. Yeah. And the other one was all mystery bags. So I don't have a full aspect of, you know, their physical store. So I have to do them again. But for now, it's Hirschner's for sure.
I do like Hirschner's. They have reasonable shipping. The prices are okay on certain yarns, you know, and then some of them, like from the sister store, Willow Yarns, are a little bit more pricier, but I've never had a problem with Hirschner's. We've ordered from them maybe, I'm just going to say about 10 to 12 times, maybe more. I'm not really sure. This is just a guess. But we've never had a problem. The yarns never come messed up or labels cut or labeled wrong, you know, so yeah. And then Connie says Mary Maxim. She also loves Hirschner's and Mary Maxim too. Mary Maxim's pretty good. So is Premier. And
I've got a few things from Mary Maxim, but I've yet to use them. From Cindy.
My favorite all-time place. I've ordered from them 3 times. My grandmother's ordered once. Is Hobie. Their yarn's a little pricey.
Yeah.
Oh, she's ordered twice from them. So we've ordered a total of like 5 times. But they are pricey. But if you can catch their sales, oh my goodness, it's worth it. And their shipping, they're located in Denmark, way over there by Turkey. It's only $7.50 US to ship here. And that's the lowest it is. But then when you add stuff, you know, say you add 20 balls of yarn to your cart and it's only like $30, $40, the shipping does not go up that much at all. It barely even goes up. we ordered, this is going to sound insane, but we ordered 2 cakes the other day, and I had enough points to get the little bag of candy that they always send you a little candy with your order. I had enough of the points because I've ordered from them so much to exchange my points for a bag of the candy. So I got that, and they gave us like 3 buttons. That it's on its way, so I'm excited. They shipped it out, I think, yesterday. And these cakes are originally like $19.80 a piece. They were on sale for 61% off. We got them for $7 and like 40 or 80 cents. I can't remember. And we're like, yep. And they got 601 yards on 1 cake. So we both got 1 each. That's it. And the shipping was only like $7.95, and it's coming from, over there by Turkey. But it was, the neat thing about that is my grandmother's a couponer, and she had enough points on her Fetch app to exchange it for a $25 Visa gift card. So she did that, and technically we got everything we bought from Hobie for free.
Go, Grandma. Go, Grandma. That's awesome. I wish coupons worked the same as they did in the States, but they don't here. And it's just like, I wish we could save more.
All it is, Fetch, is like, do y'all get paper receipts when y'all buy stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You just take the Fetch app and you scan a picture of your receipt, and they give you points for it.
They need to send me an email, and I can give them the site, and they can sign up. They get points, and I get points.
Okay.
Or send you their address.
All right. What she's saying is if y'all sign up under Fetch with her referral code, y'all get points, and she'll get points.
Send you their email.
So, anyway, she's a thrifty couponer. Do what now?
You'll post the link below?
Well, I'd have to do it from her phone. Oh, Amy says Hobie has sales now, which they do. They have their, I think it was called Crazy Week sales. She got free shipping because it was over $75. Yes, that is true. If you spend $75, you'll get free shipping. But Christmas blankets for her nieces. And
That's
she
awesome.
goes, I am saving my points for their project bags. Those are expensive. So that is awesome.
All right. On to the next question.
Do what?
On to the next question.
I thought you said something else completely. I didn't even understand.
I'm being silly.
Okay. Go ahead. You can go with the next question.
Okay, so how many hours a day / week do you think you're actually able to crochet?
Well, I wake up about anywhere from 6:30 to 8:30, and then I start crocheting about an hour after I've done up, maybe an hour and a half, and then I crochet throughout the day until about midnight, 11:30, 11, somewhere around there. But I stop probably 3 or 4 or 5 times in between that time period, maybe more. So I would guess maybe about 5 or 6 hours throughout the day total if I didn't stop.
Wow. I wish. Kind of jealous over here.
I have a lot of free time, so
Well, I kind of have to go to work, and then I have like an hour lunch, but I gotta eat food, and then I gotta, it just never ends.
yeah.
So, I mean, for me, myself, I probably get in maybe during the week in total, if I'm a good girl, 7 to 10 hours. The weekends, a lot more, because obviously work's done. I can get up, I can crochet all day, go to bed when I'm just too tired or fall asleep with a crochet hook in my head, which is most weekends.
And Chris is still here, but he's cooking. What are you cooking?
Looks like he's cooking shrimp.
You see him say he cooked shrimp?
I see a little shrimp icon.
Oh, I just see a little square. I
Oh,
don't see nothing.
yeah,
Okay.
little.
And Tricia says not much, maybe 10 hours for the week. Connie says probably about 3 or 4 hours a day. Just depends on what is going on and also if her cats let her. Well, he's making Stampy. Okay. Well, it sounds good. And Angela is doing good. That's good. And what'd you were cooking in there?
Homemade biscuit,
Homemade biscuits,
ham,
ham,
baked chicken,
baked chicken,
and some pumpkin bread somebody gave me,
and we'll have pumpkin bread that somebody gave us.
and coconut cream.
Yeah, I'm coming over for dinner.
Okay, come join us.
That sounds delicious, especially the homemade biscuit part. That laid it out for me. Because all I could see is just the opening up is steaming with the melting butter. Yeah, that's all I could see.
She loves her homemade biscuits.
No,
I'm not a big bread person in general, but she does make sometimes some good biscuits. I'm not saying they're not good, y'all. I'm saying I'm not a bread eater really. So.
And when you're not a bread eater, then it's not as delightful for you as somebody like me who would gulp it down in an instant and go, "Can I have more, please?"
Yeah. It's her licorice, is what she said.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trisha. She goes, I am suddenly hungry again. I wonder why. I laugh out loud. Sorry, everyone. I don't mean to be making y'all hungry.
Hi.
Chris is not a bread fan either.
Homemade to the item. What if anybody wants to know about Fetch? If anybody wants to know about Receipt Pal, then you can send me
Okay.
an email and you'll get it.
If y'all are interested in Fetch or Receipt Pal or anything like that, all those apps is you just save your rates when you buy something, no matter if it's just one little soft drink from a convenience store or a whole receipt of groceries. It don't matter what it is. It's a receipt with a time, day, and place. And if y'all are interested, just send me an email and we can go from there. And I can give y'all her referral code. Sarah's interested.
I love
Yay,
to
I don't know if you heard
I can.
She has cashed in her points for Visa gift cards, I think about 3 or 4 times now. And all she does is just save up her receipts, scans them, they give her points for the things she buy, and that's it. That's how we got the yarn from Hobie, and it was free. So
So Chris is not a fan bread either, really. But Trisha says she's like me. Give me the biscuits.
Trish is like Sarah and you. She says, "Give me the biscuits."
With homemade jelly and honey.
With homemade jelly and some honey.
Sorry, let me clean up the drill here. What can I say? That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And she is making me hungry.
For someone that hasn't ate much today, I'm even getting hungry.
I got Chinese in the fridge.
Oh well, that sounds good too.
Yeah, leftovers. We get like, oh my god, how much we get in each serving is just crazy. So it lasts us like 3 or 4 days.
Oh wow.
All the leftovers, but my husband's a leftover king, so you add the squid, the shrimp, he's all good. Just let him be. He'll eat the rest too.
Yeah. Chris says, I do like fresh baked bread though. Don't like the sandwiches, rather have a wrap.
I can understand that. It's just like the bread is too thick. You need something a lot thinner just to eat it and have a full stomach.
Mm-hmm. Trisha says, homemade jelly, heaven. I think we made, not last year, but the year before, we made blackberry jelly. And we didn't make any this year out of the blackberries that I gathered up, but we did stop at a farmer's market and got some of this pomegranate jelly. And it was kind of interesting. It at first it kind of tasted like regular jelly, just grape jelly. And then it was like you could kind of taste a little bit of something different in there. But it was still good. Don't get me wrong. I did eat more bread when we had the homemade jelly. And there was this awesome garlic jelly that we got from Louisiana one time. I have asked around here where I live and other places, and they have never heard of it. And this one lady, she would make it, and she would make the garlic so strong in it that it was almost overpowering, but you could spread just a thin layer and it would be perfect for garlic toast. I ate that thing. It was like a jar probably about that big. And I ate that thing like in a week and a half.
Like it was
I
candy.
ate it on everything, yeah.
I can hear in the background.
I did. I ate it like on everything.
But she didn't get a cold.
Don't worry, I've been joining in.
And the other thing the lady would make, which we did not get, it was like Creole jelly, like shrimp flavored jelly and crawfish flavored jelly. It didn't have like actual crawfish in there. It was like a seasoning that was in it. So that was kind of neat, but we didn't get that.
Oh, Trisha's had the garlic jelly. Yum. I love garlic.
Yes, it was good. It was so super concentrated. I mean, just a little bit, but I would glob it on my bread when I was eating it. Because I love garlic. I am the type of person, I'll sit there and take a raw garlic clove and then just chop it into pieces and eat that.
Okay, I don't go that far, but I mean, when I make potatoes, and that's, I mean, like mashed potatoes, I put at least 10 of the big cloves in there. I just cut them open a little bit just to get those full juices, but I let it cook with the potatoes, and then I throw in a whole bunch of thyme. My husband's like, okay, more butter, more milk, more butter. He's just differentiating, but he'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, stop, you've hit it. Okay. And perfect potatoes every time. But he'll eat the garlic that way. Any other way, no, he won't touch garlic.
I mean, I don't eat it often, but every once in a while, like if I'm making tuna, I'll chop up garlic to put in it. I might just grab 1 or 2 little bites and eat it, but I don't eat the whole clove. You know, it's just like a little piece by itself, just enough to burn your whole mouth.
That's exactly what it does. But it tastes so good.
Mm-hmm. Trisha says I can eat garlic like that as well. Also, like pickled garlic, that's pretty good.
Ooh, never heard of that. Wait. Yes, no, I've had the Japanese pink pickled garlic, I think it is. I think. There's a pickle on. I can't remember what it is.
Okay. I don't know whose turn it is to ask the question.
Yours.
Mine? Okay.
Yep.
Well, this one is another one to do with food.
Woohoo!
But it's kind of fun.
Okay.
If you were a potato, what way would you like to be cooked?
How would I like to be cooked? Well, you'd have to skin me first. Probably chop me up into little diced bits. Throw a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Don't forget to add some fresh garlic in there. I think that's it. You know what? Add a little bit of butter to that pan and roast it for maybe 20, 25 minutes, half hour-ish. I haven't cooked them in a while. Don't quote me on that. And yeah, you're good to go. You asked.
I would have to say fresh hash browns. I love doing that. Like you take the grater and you make the potato yourself out of the whole potato. You just grate it into like hash brown little slivers, you know, and then you would just put them in the pot with some butter and salt and pepper, and then you make your own hash brown.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I might be coming over. Get some cooking lessons.
Connie says air fried potato. Chris says a twice baked potato. Angela says baked with butter. And Trisha says baked with lots of butter.
Is that baked with lots of butter slathered in like bacon and chives and all that goodness too? Now you got me drought. Yeah, gotta clean that up a little bit. We're good. I'm seriously going to eat after this.
Me too. I ate once this whole day.
Me too.
Which
And that was around
good.
lunchtime.
The heck was that? Noise outside.
Rowdies. All right.
You want to ask the next question?
All right. Trisha, she says that sounds good. Oh, yeah. Add a little sour cream on top of all of that. Maybe a little bit of cheese. And I'm drooling. Okay, anyways. Next question. What's your all-time favorite drink while you're crocheting?
Coffee or Mountain Dew? A cold
What?
Mountain Dew.
Sorry, I'm not a pop fan. So every time I hear that, I'm like, what's with the pop? What's the attraction? But hey, everybody's got their little niches, so awesome. For me, it's got to be, if it's a weekend, it's hot chocolate with 3 double espresso shots. It's so good, Crystal. It's to die for. But just be cautious of your coffee intake, because it can, do bad things to you.
Yeah.
And or water. As you've been seeing, I constantly drink water.
Yeah. I'm having to drink more water myself.
Especially with the heat outside.
Mm-hmm. Chris says coffee. Angela says iced coffee with French vanilla. Connie says Starbucks coffee. And Chris says, me either, but Mountain Dew sounds good about now.
Okay, Connie, I
don't
have to say
drink
Starbucks
Mountain
coffee.
Dew.
I need a little bit of a further explanation on that Starbucks coffee. We love Starbucks.
I might have a Mountain Dew like once or twice a week. If I do have a 12-pack of soda here, which I don't at the moment, I've been drinking a lot of water and the little flavored packets that go in water. But if I have a 12-pack, I only have one soda a day, and it's usually with my dinner at night. So, but I drink like 3 cups of coffee in the morning, and they're normal size, like probably 8 or 12-ounce cups, not no huge, humongous cup.
Mine's 17 ounces.
But
like I said,
should drink a whole pot of coffee, but I don't.
But it's only one. So 1 cup for the entire day. On the odd day that I didn't get enough sleep, which has been happening lately, and it's a weekend and I want to stay up, later I'll have 1 double shot and that's it. But I won't push it past that.
Yeah. And Tricia says coffee or tea, herbal tea in the evening.
Ooh.
I do drink decaffeinated hot tea sometimes in the evenings. Like the other night, I made I think it was blueberry flavored hot tea or something, and it was not bad.
I had strawberries and cream a couple of days ago. So good.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we're almost to the hour and a half mark, but I'm gonna skip my questions in the middle, and I'm gonna ask this one instead.
Uh-oh.
When you were young, what did you want to be when you said, when I grow up? What did you want to be?
Oh, that's a tough question. And it's a tough question because it kept changing. Like, not every year, but every couple of months.
Oh, wow.
It was like an oceanographer, a farmer. I wanted to be a cowgirl. I wanted to be able to help people. And then I really never settled on anything. So I'm just kind of floating. But doing what I love. Like, I love to crochet. So I'm doing that in my off hours, doing other stuff during the day, which I really don't love, but it's a job. Pays the bills.
Yeah. For me, I remember, I think I was about 6 or 7, and I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to save animals. but that's always been my nature, to try to save and protect animals and stuff like that. But that kind of died out when I learned you had to sometimes put the animal to sleep. I said, I ain't gonna do that. But I was, little, and I didn't understand why you may have to put them down. But I grew out of that eventually. So
That was one of mine too, and that was the main reason. Is like, I don't know if I could deal with that without my heart ripping in front of them and just crying through the entire thing. Like, we helped in other ways with animals, and that was through the Humane Society. We take moms in with newborn kittens and, get them to the point where they would be off the mom and be able to eat on their own, but be able to be separated and everything else, like adopted out. But yeah, that was hard, giving them all back.
And Trisha wanted to be a comedy writer. Connie says, at one time a gymnast, then a psychiatrist, then a paralegal, then an accountant. Chris, a veterinarian.
Everybody wants to be a veterinarian until they find out something.
He goes, yeah, mine died out too after seeing some procedures vets have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one time I had back surgery, and I didn't know how they did it. And then years after I had my first surgery, I saw a video on how they open up the back, and I'm like, that's what they did to me. That just looks insane.
But you're knocked out.
Sure. And Life Talk with Liz is here, and she says, Sarah.
Hi, Liz.
Welcome in.
Now, Miss Liz has not seen this yet, I don't think. But I know she's going to want to see this. Because we all know she just loves her sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
But who doesn't love sparkle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there she goes.
Like, oh. I actually see that emoji, but I don't see, some of the other ones I don't see. It's so odd how this comes up.
I know, it's just words. So one looks like it's lipstick. The other one's one of those but oh my God. Words are escaping me. Sandals, like slipper, outside sandals.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm not doing anything, Liz, that you didn't want me to do.
Oh, Maribel says flip-flop.
I kept going to flippers. I was like, no, that's not the right word.
Hi, Caitlin. Welcome in. I can't even pronounce that. Chanceletta?
Yeah, looks like Chanceletta. Chanceletta? I don't know. Kay's Crochet Haven. Hey, y'all! Sorry, I don't get to do the accent very often, so I got to have some fun.
Oh, it's Spanish. Well, no wonder. I guess it means flip-flops. Because that was the comment she
like
said right before.
Or something like that.
Maybe.
I
have no
remember
clue.
Liz saying it. Ugh. Chunkla. Chunkla.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, Liz, for correcting my horrible, horrible Spanish.
Thank you.
Okay. Was it my turn to ask you a question?
You can go ahead. I think this will probably be our last one, and then we'll probably wrap everything up.
Perfect. It is my last question. All right. So, since you hold claim to being a crazy cat lady, what is your favorite type of cat and why?
Favorite cat. Well, I had this one cat, and I think he was a Berman semi-long-haired, and he was like white and gray, and he had the most beautiful blue eyes. Everybody that came across that cat always thought he was a female because he looked so pretty, but it was a male. And he I guess I would say that's my favorite cat because of how beautiful they are, but I also love I really don't know. I think it's like the um, 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 American short hairs.
Oh,
But
okay.
I whatever Tom is, I have no idea what his breed is. I just know he's gray and white and he has the stripes, but I think he has the M on his forehead, and that also stands for a certain breed, but I have no idea. I
Tabby.
technically okay. Well, then I would say Tabby.
I think that's what it is a tabby, because a girlfriend of mine has an orange feline with the M on it. And he's a tabby, for sure. So I think that's going off of that is what I'm basing my answer on. That's awesome.
I have another cat, and she also had the M, but her colors are a lot different. And she's gone now, but she was the most unique cat I had ever had. But Tom has stolen my heart. I found him in the ditch at our neighbor's house, and he was a kitten, maybe 6 to 9 weeks old, somewhere around there, 6 to 9, maybe even younger. I really don't know. But it took 2 weeks for him to follow me back to my house, which was only next door, but he was so scared. He was feral. He was completely feral. And once a day, I would go and give him a little bit of food so he didn't starve to death. And 2 weeks of that, he finally followed me home one day, and then he wouldn't leave, which was fine because I was going to try to get him tame and then find a home for him. Well, after he got to the point where I could pet him, he started getting in my lap. And it was from there, he stole my heart. I had to keep him. Yep. And I've had him almost 2 years now, so.
Oh,
and my cat Oreo is not a lover. She'll sit in my lap, but if you try to move her or pet her the wrong way, she'll bite the heck out of you. So it's like she's not the lovey-dovey sort. He is, and it's good that I have one that will love me, let me love on him, And then Oreo just kind of like, leave me alone. Just give me food. Don't pet me. Don't touch me. Just only pet me when I want you to pet me. Type cat.
I got my place, you got your place. I'll tell you when your place is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But when she
awesome.
had her kittens several times, she was the type, don't leave me out here by myself, because they're both outside cats. And she was like, don't leave me. Don't leave me. And she had her little spot where she was going to have her kittens. And she would like, as soon as I'm going in the house, she would get out of her little spot and come run to the door. And like, where are you going? Kind of thing. So her very first litter, I had to sit out in the garage for like 5 hours because she wouldn't let me go in. And as soon as I would go in, she would start meowing her head off.
Yep.
But it was crazy.
I need comfort. Be with me. Yeah.
Yep.
Cats are amazing. We had, or I had, a calico, and she only had like one white spot underneath her neck, but she was so sassy. She would sit on your shoulders just so she could see everything. And she was mainly just sitting there purring her head off and keeping you warm. Oh, I loved her to bits. I mean, she passed, but at 19 and a half years old. So we first found her behind a co-op, and she wasn't, she was going to be a street cat. So Mom brought her home, and she became mine.
Aww.
And then my dad right now caught 2 feral kittens. And they both took his heart too. Don't worry.
Aww.
So one's a little boy. He's the youngest. And then the female, well, let's just say she's learning that what she did to the eldest cat who just passed is now happening to her because the kitten wants to play.
Aww.
She's just looking at him like, seriously, back off, please. I've had enough. So I just crocheted up a few toys, and that's helped them out.
Aww.
Yeah, they're adorable. I love it. Cats just rock.
Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like other animals too. I like dogs, but cats are not as noisy and as loud as dogs. You know, they don't keep you up at night unless they're crawling all over you.
And mine do.
Or biting your foot or, stuff like that. But
And Connie says that she likes the Himalayan cat.
Does. Oh yeah, she likes Himalayan cats.
And I agree with Liz. I really believe in an animal adopts us.
Mm-hmm.
We found a kitten in our front bush when I was younger, and my mom sounded it out and went and found him, and he was a dwarf and ended up with us for a few years. He was supposed to only last a year. He lasted 11.
Wow.
So we always took in the orphaned cats. Like, it was just who we are. So we've had Blue Russians, Himalayans, Persians, Tabbies, and a whole ton more.
Wow.
Yeah, and they've all got their own attitudes. Ooh, even a bobcat. Like the little short, stubby tails.
Mm-hmm. Chris says, I love Tabby first, but also the ones with stripes and also some fluffy ones too.
Bengals have stripes of sorts. Oh, no, they look like more like leopards kind of deal, but yeah. There's so many. They're just all cute.
All right. Well, we've been on here an hour and 40 minutes. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I want to say thank you to everyone for coming in and talking with us. It has been fun. And Chris says, yeah, like a bangle. And next week, I will have Connie from Just Another Stitch on Tuesday. And if all goes well, Miss Alicia from Young 40 Mom will be on my channel, maybe if she's feeling better. Okay, so everyone, y'all have a great night, and we will see you next time. Thank you for coming in.
Bye.
Bye.